What's up guys, Jake, not your average tech dad. This is episode 2 of the cheap jet boat series, and we got the need for speed. But first of all, I want to thank you guys. I got about 100 subscribers at the time of posting this video, and about 20 to 30,000 views total. I also want to thank my wife in support of this channel. She got me my first merch, Not Your Average Dad shirt. But yeah, basically I want to ask you guys to keep liking and subscribing. I want to keep growing this channel, and let's hop in to the need for speed on a cheap jet boat. Number 1. So the first thing that could go wrong with your boat, and in particular jet boats are really picky when it comes to this, is RPM range. Jet boats operate in kind of like a perfect zone, and especially a 2-stroke jet boat, you want it to be in the power band when you're cruising. And so basically a change in about 500 to 1,000 RPMs could affect your top speed by about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that last 500 to 1,000 RPMs really makes a big difference, and really makes a difference on how the boat performs. In our case, I feel pretty lucky that our motor is running pretty good. Gets up to max RPMs fine, idles good, starts good. So I didn't believe that the motor was an issue, so I didn't push any further into looking into motor issues. Number 2. So the second thing that goes wrong on a lot of jet boats and jet skis is there's a thing called a wear ring, and basically it's a ring that the impeller sits inside, and it's designed to wear as like sticks and twigs and sand gets sucked up into the jet drive portion of the jet motor. But basically this is a sacrificial ring, and over time you do have to replace it or repair it. There's a few different ways you could do this. You could go ahead and buy a new wear ring. In the case of the Sportjet 90, this new wear ring would be about $600 to $800. That's not an option because I got this boat for $500. I'm not going to spend $600 to $900 on a little part. I would be forced to sell it. My wife wouldn't let me do it. So I had to look into other options. There's a second option, and that's to spend a few $100s, have a machine shop bored out, and then put in a little insert. Some people put a plastic insert in, some people do stainless steel, and some people do brass insert. It's all personal opinion, and it's kind of controversial in the jet boat industry, but in my case I didn't even want to spend $200 to $300. And so the third option, being a cheap jet boat series and just wanting to get out there and have fun for a cheap price, is the JB Weld wear ring repair. This is fairly common across the industry, and it saves people thousands of dollars. So we're gonna hop into a little time lapse of me JB welding my wear ring, and we'll go over the results. So I'm going to pop up a video real quick right here. It's going to show us on the lake going about 12 to 15 miles per hour. So the wear ring was not the issue. We did gain about 1 to 2 miles per hour, but that ended up not being the issue. But a day on the lake with my daughter and my brother and his 2 daughters is better than a day sitting at home. We had fun cruising around, putting around, and swimming in the lake. But yeah, that takes us to the issue number 3. This is a really common issue too. Basically it's cavitation. So the issue we're having on our little jet boat is basically you'd get about half throttle, and then anything past that, when it started revving higher, you'd lose all power. It kind of felt like your transmission going out or like a clutch giving out. Yeah, it wasn't that great. But it was a lot of fun being on the lake, so I didn't mind taking the time and fixing these issues slowly. But basically we had to fix this cavitation issue, and basically there's only 3 parts to basically going fast on a jet boat: a good strong motor, a good impeller to wear ring tolerance, and then basically there has to be a tight seal on the bottom of the boat separating anything with air from the water. And in the case of the Sportjet 90, and I think the whole Mercury Sportjet lineup, and from what I understand all jet boats in particular, there's a thing called a ride plate seal. Different vendors may have different names, but in our case it was ride plate seal. So I ordered the ride plate seal, and then I bought a big thing of black RTV, and basically I went to town. I sealed it, put the new seal on, that sealed up around the edges, and then basically where the intake grate is, I put a thick bead of RTV all the way around there to make sure that no air got in. And then as you can see in this final video, we're going about 35-36 miles per hour according to my GPS, and we're having a good time. We achieved our goal of the need for speed, and it's time to go have fun on the lake. I should have a tube shipped here within the next few days. I want to get a knee board possibly and start having some family fun. And then basically now that we got the boat running good, I'm going to get the interior looking good, install a stereo. We're going to have fun on this series, so stick around. I'm sorry to have a lot of boat pictures and videos. It's extremely hot in Arizona right now, and every time I take my camera or use my phone for a camera, it overheats. But thank you guys for sticking around watching the video. But yeah, please like and subscribe, stick around, have a good time. Peace!